All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Cosmic here, and welcome back to more Chaos Zero Nightmare tonight. Oops, I gotta fix the vertical layout really quick because I was recording a short and I had the wrong one set up. So, perfect, there we are. Music is probably a little bit loud. Let me turn that down a smidge, but, all right, hopefully that's better. Welcome. Hopefully everyone's having a great Monday. I got the, okay, everything else is at least set up and working. And yes, I do apologize to get my coffee started there because we were a little bit behind with how things are going. We have a little bit of a back to work situation tomorrow too with some team reorganization, all that stuff. So unfortunately, the stream tonight's probably going to be cut like a little bit hours short just because I have to wake up early and that's never fun. But we are going to be working on a Haru deck tonight. To go into the Great Rift. Now, for those who missed the last stream, let me actually just pull up Haru. Wherever she is at, there she is. For those who missed it, we had actually found out during the, during the last stream and during the leaderboard preview is that Haru is actually quite good with Narja, it turns out, because Narja has a little bit of interesting wording that her anchor shots, when you use Narja's ability to decrease the cost, they will actually keep that cost reduction until literally the end of turn, where most effects in this game are until you use them. So this actually brings up a really interesting point because while we don't have many, I wouldn't recommend doing this per se, right? But as we know, we have something like the Great Sword Aquila that has Retrieve 3 built in. So, at least for your first turn, if this hits a one of the Bottomless Hungers, you could just loop this for free for the remainder of that turn. Now, of course, the big question is, how do we get multiple instances of Retrieve to really get the most value out of that? We'll have to wait and see, but that is where we are for now, at least working on the Haru build. And then, of course, working on the, where did she just go again? We're going to be using the anchor that can create more anchors because, hey, once we can make them all free and we don't have to worry about the AP costs anymore, we just wanted to use as many anchors as possible. Unfortunately, as we've been finding out, unless you have the vulnerable epiphany on this card, you're going to have a really bad time and just not have enough damage, unfortunately, to clear the first half of Great Rift. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to continue. We're not going to work on Team 2 decks until I finish Team 1. Team 1 being basically whenever I finish this Haru deck. Well, sorry, Haru, and then if it's not consistent enough, then we're going to go back and fix the Veronica deck as well. But at least for now, name of the game is we got to fix Haru. And again, maybe people have cooked up some other stuff, but it's a build that I want to farm anyways because I definitely think it's worth, making a video on in the future, potentially. All right, so difficulty 8, we are going to be looping this a little bit just to see how high we can get. Now, we don't really need a lot of points because like 3 divines is going to be good enough, so a tier 13 would be fine, but I mean, I don't want to deal with plague and neglect, so I am going to go ahead and recycle this one away here. Again, I'm not a big fan of neglect when I'm trying to use Typhera and 9 as my like babysitters for Haru. The higher modifiers have just been quite unlucky. I mean, we've battled through some pretty insane ones, all things considered, but let's see what we can get. I mean, we have 5,000 to re-roll here, so we do have quite a bit of resources at least. Nope, that's not what I meant to press. Eight elite areas is interesting. Oh, I forgot to open my background images so I can actually double check. Because I think it was like, what, 140 is all we need technically for this Haru build. So it's going to be 60 removal, 20 divine, and then 60 for the other divines is like perfect. So that is 140, and then we want to assume arena buffs as well if possible. So we only need a tier 160. Or sorry, a tier 14. No, tier... Oh my god, tier 13, Nightmare 14 to be 160. Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to say. So, might not be... If I could click on the right thing, that would certainly help. And again, credits lost is actually quite difficult because we do want to rely on meditation where we can. These other three, I think we can... You know what? I'm just going to do this anyways. Like, the other three I think we can deal with, but as long as we find some good elites or get lucky with some events, I think this could be fine. Why were we using Mika in the end? I thought we were using... Probably was just doing it for, like, the backup healing. And so we're going to make sure that we're going to use... it's Alyssa, right? Yeah, we're going to use Alyssa for the extra healing. Just try to make this as safe of a run as possible. And then hopefully 9 still has all of her equipment on her, actually. I forgot if I changed stuff around or not really quick, so let's make sure that our carry actually has... Good enough. Alright, so this will be a... what did I just say? 170? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this will be a 170, which means we can get an extra arena buff if the game gives us one. Like, through a random item. That's totally fine. But we'll see where it goes. Gabriel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday, brother. Yeah, removing a free card feels great, honestly. Yeah, I mean, remove the free thing, right? I don't know why so many gotcha lake equipment set. Oh, do you mean exhaust versus the line of justice? Sure, extra exhaust is fine. So we are going to be looking at a arena buff down here. Oh, actually, there's two portals is nice. Of course, we also want to look for the divine event, which is lining us up to go nicely into this bottom half. We do get an elite as well. I guess elite versus this is awkward. Does go back over. We have 2, but then the elite goes north. I guess you can go. I know we have to go down here actually. So we have to go to this node, which means we have to go to these 2. We do need the gold, though, or the credits, excuse me. So we will be grabbing... I think we just go for the elite here anyways. No matter how many runs I finish, I can't get the mask. Are you talking about the mask that comes from the rare event? Mask of the Vine Lord, or whatever the name is that I'm drawing a blank on? I seem to have only gotten that one by accident when I haven't needed it, so... Oh, Lake was supposed to be Lack. Yes, I definitely agree on that end. Actually, let me try to... that back up to... Looked like my audio was peaking a little bit there, so I just put back on the limiter, so hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Apologies for that. Hey, more free removal so we save credits is very welcomed here. Saigon, thank you for the follow. I did so many runs trying to get a good Selena deck. Yeah, that's... I mean, the Flash of Radiances are nice, but we are still needing more of them, or a way to get them, which, again, keep in mind, we will get them in the following season. There'll be a way to farm them to make farming decks even easier, all things considered, so we'll have to wait and see what that currency gain actually looks like, but yeah, Flash of Radiance is peak. Oh, Mask of Flames from the boss. Yeah, understandable. Man, as somebody with an upgraded Kayron, like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to say it just to say it, but it's one of those things, like, I kind of have the feeling that it wasn't exactly intentional, but just something that they haven't got around to fixing yet for how that damage stack is supposed to work. But no, it definitely feels pretty bad that Kayron is getting nerfed preemptively in a rift where he's supposed to be good. I swear this game is going to end of service before I bring myself to spend the flash rolls. Yeah, that's fair. It is like, you know, it's the good old meme about hanging onto your elixirs until the final boss fight, and then you realize you don't use them anyways, because what if there's a special boss fight that you're looking out for? Yeah, I ended up using them because I wanted to do the Typhara video with Narja, and for the life of me, I could not get the right divine on Bottomless Hunger, so I gave up. I had to burn 3 flashes just so I could do the video. Not a good feeling, by the way, but, you know, hashtag content, I guess. Bro, can you help me out here with the vulnerable? It'd be great. I am literally begging at this point. Yeah, it's like, hey, cool, Kayron. You know, we have this whole great riff that sounds like Kayron would be a great riff for, or a great boss for. And then like, hey, let's just absolutely throw that idea in the trash. So again, the only way that the devs are going to make it up to me personally, and I'm obviously going to take full credit for when this does happen, but we need the swimsuit Kayron. So for those that don't know, in Epic 7, usually what they do is they just, you know, name character swimsuit and put him in bikini, put him in a Speedo, whatever. So I need my swimsuit Kayron to make this all fair, all right? That is my one request. I need a big-ass home screen of Kayron just in a Speedo, man. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. That was a wild sentence to walk into, Kyrick. I'm sorry. We are working on a retrieve anchor spam style of deck. But the thing is, we're so close to finishing this, but we need to get a vulnerable epiphany on the right thing. One test tenacity damage does not do it, though. What happened to Kayron? So Kayron has the futilities, and at E2 or E3, no, it is E2. I always get them backwards. At E2, he has an ability that when you're using the futilities, you will deal damage to the boss. However, this boss has a built-in mechanic that every time you deal damage to him, you do less on the follow-up turns, or he gets a damage immunity. I forget which of the two it is, but basically, to ramp up Kayron's futility so he can actually do like his black hole, you just basically waste an entire turn. So you're always going to be kind of a whole turn behind of what he wants to be doing. But if you're E0 Kayron, you don't have to worry about those penalties, you know, so to say. Yes, Doug. I'm gonna just go with Dogu. I am trying to do the Flash Slash Epiphany, yes. And I'm going to treat the build the same way that I've done my Typhara OTK build. It's just Yuki becomes the OTK. So the build that I'm going to be doing is going to still be Yuki, Orlea, the Orlea video, or the Orlea build I did in my last video. And then Typhara is going to be a draw AP engine. Yeah, legitimately pay to lose is unfortunately where it's at right now. That was a very uneventful hand, unfortunately. Can't get the shield blast. I see how it is. Whatever, we got a slash to follow up. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not 100% sure that the devs planned on that, but it's just the unfortunate way that it worked. And you're like, well, all right, hopefully they fix that in a future patch or something. And yeah, that's the craziest thing too. For people who don't know like the full story, you know, I come from a very heavy TCG background, so covering gachas in general is like literally new to me. I've been creating content for YouTube for like 11 years in the TCG space, and only recently came over to this side with Chaos Zero Nightmare, because spoiler, there's a lot of crossover with TCGs. But I play Grand Blue Fantasy. I've had other stuff I've covered in the past, or played in the past, excuse me, but not covered. And the one thing I always go back to is like, how the hell is it 2026 and we don't have a way to toggle dupes, man? Breaks my heart. I totally just forgot to give Haru that item. Every time. Literally every time. I'm like, oh, Haru doesn't want this item, and I get caught because I'm yapping instead of focusing. Okay, these all suck, so that's fine. Just throw whatever on her. But yeah, I will say, shout out to Limit Zero Breakers this month as well. Apparently, we're supposed to be getting closed beta testing information, which for those that don't know, it's another game that I'm very excited for. It's looks like it's going to be exactly like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, so naturally, I'm all hyped for that. But we'll have to wait and see, you know, how they do the gacha side of it. You know what? Let's just... It's going to be way less anchors, I guess, but you know what? Sure. Yeah, exactly. Great timing. We are indeed fishing for the vulnerable to not screw us over. So, if we can get the right anchor pointers, we'll see if we can get... we'll see if we can clear the Great Rift with just this version of it. I'm not overly committed to getting like a divine vulnerable. Like any Haru build that does just enough damage to clear, I'm okay with personally. I'm definitely not going to sit here and reset until we get like, oh, a divine copy anchor, then with all divine anchor pointers as well. Like I don't need all that. As long as it can clear the first half, I'm fine. I'm going to go work on the other decks that I want to build. That is so rude. Literally anything. I guess we can heal a little bit and then... Oh, I think I just selected the wrong thing. Sure did. Ah, Whirlpool. Whirlpool gets the job done. It's all right. I am a sucker for drawing cards, but again, just for the sake of how our Veronica deck is not complete, I'm just gonna take the sake of the upgrade to cut a card from the deck effectively, right? Is it ideal? No, but again, the first half isn't about dealing the most damage; it's just clearing it in 5 turns. The bulk of what you care about is gonna come from the second half. All right, man, always with the Ironclad. Little did I know that we would forever and always be Ironclad gamers. They're both yelling at me here, unfortunately. Come on, pointer, something good. Oh? Like, it's good to have one of these be draw, but then it doesn't do what we need it to do. Whatever. We'll see if we can re-roll it, right? There's still hope for us. Maybe. What can I use instead of Typhera for side 2? Orleia. Like, Orleia and Typhera are basically the same character for the sake of Great Rift, right? It's why they're both on the same team being the best. Okay, at least it's not the Divine Event. I guess that could have been worse. Yeah, we're looking for the Retrieve. Oops, I guess we already got all of them. Yeah, Orleia 9 Veronica would be fine. Or, sorry, we could just have to reroll, right? Nothing else matters here. Nope. Man, do we just try to... No. No, we're not even going to entertain the idea of trying to keep it for the sake of the vulnerable. If we don't get the right anchor retrieve, right, then I don't think it's worth extending. Again, the two biggest things for this current Great Rift is consistency, so that you can make sure that you're dealing the damage on the turns that you need to deal the damage. And then, of course, just getting lucky and getting a crit. Unfortunately, I was watching a couple different tweets pop up from other creators, and they're like, oh, I spent, 5 hours trying to reset the Great Rift, and I either couldn't get a crit on the head, or I missed a buff, and it wasn't enough damage. And I'm like, bro, this Great Rift sounds awful. Like, I get people want to have a leaderboard to chase and whatnot, but, like, I'm going to do it once just to do... Because for those that don't know, I always try to do, like, hey, what is the standard cookie-cutter build? Get 1 million points, go on with my life, because anything I have over 1 million is just nasty, sweaty territory that I don't care about. So we will be, hopefully, getting our Great Rift done, do our 1 million, and then do stuff like Yuki for the second half to, like, showcase other fun builds for getting 500k for the Great Rift and, going out with our day. What memory fragments for Haru? So if you're doing a normal Haru build, you want to just do Line of Justice. If you're doing the memory build, or sorry, the zero cost build that we're doing for the sake of Great Rift, then you have to change her memory fragments as well as her partner to something else, right? In that case, I think we just did the 2-2 split on her, but now I forget what we said on the last stream, if I'm being perfectly honest. Sure, man. Just give me legendary equipment. Yeah, that's fine. All right, once again, Arena and Elites, so we can get our money going. And we can just try to skip quite a few battles that way. We have a shop into double. Unfortunately, only one arena that's up top, so we'll have to wait for the, or we're gonna have to bank on the arena in the second half. Wow, we got like a speed run, actually. All right, this will be a very fast run, at least. That's cool. Hey, awesome. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Oh, yeah. I forgot we got the change to 1 HP, and then we also got the moon equipment. So this is like a giga speed run strat for Chaos, I guess. That's kind of funny. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. Also, for those of us that also play Enfield, shout out to the 1.1 stream in case you missed it. A lot of great updates, a lot of quality of life stuff. Very excited to be streaming that again next week. So, again, probably next week, same thing as when the game launched, technically. We will be doing a like week-long Enfield stream, playing through the story, playing through updates, maybe working on a couple guides, what have you, and then jumping back into Chaos Zero Nightmare when the patch goes live in the following week. But also, other than that, because again, for those that don't know or maybe are just jumping in here, I do come from a very heavy trading card game background, so I've really been itching to get back into trading card games and just, well, one, I have to go, you know, probably do some more videos again on my secondary channel, but also, I do want to just play something and have one day a week where I actually do get out there and play some card games again, so we'll see what that looks like. I don't know how that, you know, will work out or won't work out. We'll see. But hopefully, you know, I'll be working that into my schedule. So all that means is it'll probably be like, I will only stream like Saturday instead of streaming like Saturday and Sundays going forward. But I'm still trying to stream 4 days of the week and then 1 day on the weekend, just depending on how schedules line up and whatnot. Yeah, I will say the hardest thing about trying to be, well, I mean, I am excited for Enfield, don't get it wrong, but like going from this into Enfield is like a real slap in the face when it comes to economy of the game and all that stuff, which again, to a point, I understand that there's a lot more resources that go into a game like Enfield. You need a larger team, all that stuff, but man, it doesn't feel good, which sucks because I really do like the game. And I think there is like some good parts about it. So it's like, all right, well, we're going to tough it out and see how it goes. So I'm definitely going to stick with Enfield for a little bit longer because there's just like nothing else that's really catching my attention right now. And then once Limit Zero Breakers comes out, we'll see how that goes. But, you know, no real promises of like what second game is going to be on the channel. Or if it just means that I spend more time on my TCG channel and like I get an extra video out on that channel a week, I guess I won't complain. You know, I did cover TCGs for 11 years, so it's not bad to go back. Slay the Spire 2 beta this Thursday. I know, I'm super excited for people that are getting ready for that, but for me personally, I tried not to play too much of the same genre back to back to back to back. Oh, it's created, not played, though. Man, I don't want to... Just give me the extra credits, I guess. I don't want any of these options. Like, sure, technically it can work for her, but give me the money instead. Yeah, Chaos Zero Nightmare is definitely a weird spot for gacha games, right? Because it is definitely something that goes beyond the normal cycle of like play for a week and then shelve it until the next major update, which again, unfortunately, I still think that Chaos Zero Nightmare is like, people love the first third, I guess, technically of a season, and then things really start to drop off through the rest of the season. Excuse me. Because just speaking personally, like the Typhera content has not been doing anywhere near as well as the 9 content has been, and I'm sure there's a lot of reasons for that, but I think it is just more of a, you know, I think 3 weeks is a good amount of time to play a season like this update, and then unless they really add more stuff, you know, right? So Great Rift is only going to go so far at the end of the you know, towards the end of the season, I guess I should say. Boo. Sure. We'll get rid of our Corpse Gauntlet because it doesn't do it as much there. Yeah, I will say, I'm very happy with the season overall. I think the devs have done a really great job. I love how our double buff is still live. Boo. Man, can you get on the right... Can you, like, help me out here and getting on a divine for me? That would be so great, bro. Again, if we get the right of the other card, I will just tough it out and see if the 2 vulnerable is good enough. I'm not going to sit here and overly min-max this. I hope they do away with preseasons because having 3 weeks of nothing feels so bad. I would not be surprised if they do have another preseason, only because it gives them the opportunity to have a little bit extra dev wiggle room to fix stuff for the upcoming season, or like respond to the community feedback at the end of the season. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. I will say though, I really hate preseason as well, so I will definitely be skipping out, you know, if I can. If there's something else that I can play for the 3 weeks of preseason, spoiler, I probably will play something else. Just because, again, I can't farm save data. I can't showcase like new seasonal content. At least for me, it just always, it always feels bad. We are looking for the apply vulnerable epiphany. Sorry, apply vulnerable divine on a double create anchor shot is the full thing of what we're looking for. I mean, we don't really need any, it only costs 30, and like, that's such a good chess piece for what we need it to be. I will uninstall if we don't get Rita. Now, obviously, I'm being a bit cheeky on that, but like, it's gotta be, y'all. It just has to be. I need to believe. Also, rest in peace, no divine event, by the way. Narja did well, as well. Well, like, the first Narja video didn't, but the second, and then, so for this time, the first Typhera video did well, but the second Typhera video did not do well. So that's also, like, the other weird part of, like, just which of the two videos gets attention. Come on, man. Let's just see what happens. Does CZN do rerun banners? Technically, we don't know yet. We just know that seasonal content, characters will rerun sometime in the future. Game feels weird with no voice. I guess I could turn back on to a... A Yuki rerun? Oh, God. Don't put that on people. Oh, man. If you want to see people get real mad. I don't know. We're going to test her. We're definitely going to try testing out her other epiphanies with the refresh and whatnot. So we got to believe. You know what I'm saying? We just got to hope for the best. Do I think it'll be another Vanguard since both Typhera and 9 use defense-based damage? No, my personal bank on is, or personally banking on, it'll be an exhaust-based character. Take all of these. Oh, what do we get? Apply a vulnerable, I guess. I mean, we're already, like, deep into this battle, so we might as well finish it just for the rewards. Oh, man. But yeah, so keep in mind the newest memory fragment set that we have currently does not really work with anyone else on the Justice side of things, so I would not be surprised if we get a Justice exhaust that lines up with the memory fragment. Oh, we could have done a bunky, my bad. I just skip. We don't want any of this stuff. Rita 100%. I gotta believe, right? They've made Rita such a important character from the story standpoint. I can't imagine her not being the third one. But hey, if I'm wrong and it's a hot dude instead, I'll take it. Can we get some balance on this damn roster, man? Bro, could you imagine how raged out Reddit would be after glazing Rita nonstop? And they just get a hot dude instead? The subreddit would burn. And it would be glorious. Where's my boy Carl, man? Oh, shoot, I forgot to, did I change the update of... Okay, yep, we're good, okay. Oh, so getting Haru's AoE is really nice to start when you have the 1 HP buff. Alrighty then, we are once again looking for Arena and Elites. Early shop is nice, that goes nowhere. Oh, double. What about for gross? Okay, well, we need to value the double, or excuse me, the triple divine potential there, which means we have to go down, which means we have to go here, which means we have to go here. All right, no arena again, man. Ah. They really need to start releasing characters that I don't want to pull for. That's what I'm saying. Just give me all the men. Nobody's going to pull for them. And then I can have all of them. It's great. You guys get time to breathe. I get a better balanced roster. Everybody's happy, right? Everybody's happy. Well, yeah, I mean, our characters going to the standard pool, even though like the standard pool gets overly inflated, still does help at least. We don't have hers yet, so we do need to give her an epiphany to try to roll into Anchor. Wrong one. Man, never say never, right? We gotta believe. Smilegate hears my cries. Well, yeah, the skill tree is an interesting one, right? Because we were shown like a preview of 4 different skill trees and whatnot, but I think it's like this is just the earlier, you know, version of it, all things considered. So, yeah, definitely feels a little bit bad though. But it's also kind of like how we don't have the full strength of the tower yet either. I'm really hoping that we get tower added in the next update. I still have that full auto Narja build that I really want to see clear the final stage. We have to go down, I said. All right, Mika, I see you. Or I guess this is only like a 160. We can't even like swap. Yeah, it's a 170. We can't even re-roll this into keeping her stuff. Nah, it's only a 170, and we already have a Divine Mika We have a quad divine Mika source of water. But ours was... I think ours was also resolved. Like, it was very not great. I said we have to go down. Gotta give him the rat-tat-tat. Nope. So live for another turn, my guy. Oh, I guess, you know what? Sure. Yeah, it's like, can we just pass that off to, like, Mika, from Mika to Haru and be like, here you go. I got this for you, thanks. We don't need anything from the campfire. Probably got a couple extra events here, get some more cash flow. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, at the end of the day, it's never going to be like a Path of Exile, right? When it comes to the skill trees and all that stuff. So I'm all about making, giving us extra buffs that can make things easier for people, though. I said bottom, right? No, middle. Middle, because divine. This game depends on luck or professionalism. Can you expand on what you mean by that? Like, skill in this game is very much a factor. I've never heard someone say luck or professionalism though. That one got me off guard. I might be too autistic for that though. Sorry. Sometimes that the autism does win. We are trying to build the Unlimited Anchor Works version of Haru that goes with Narja. So we're looking for, in a perfect world, we're looking for a divine anchor that has vulnerable and copy on it, and then all of your anchor shots gain retrieve for this turn. Game really not helping me out whatsoever, man. Give myself a little bit heal because I can, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say card games are always math when you boil it down. Which I know some people get upset when you say that, but that's why it's good that we have RNG, because if we didn't, everything would just be a math problem, and it becomes a bit lame. Or I guess we could heal one, actually. Hold on, let me do this in fact. Come on, wrong card, man. No. That is tempting, but like if it's gonna give us the actual right thing that we're looking for, now that we know how this card interacts with everything else, like I think that's fine. So why do I always play Chaos since its launch until now and have not gotten any good build for any character? That's 100% a skill issue. There is no other way to explain it. There's a lot of ways where farming 4 decks can go wrong that maybe players don't know how to position for or what have you, but there is some point that has gone wrong for that to happen. And yeah, I very much agree with Kralik that the season 2 improvements have been significantly better when it comes to finishing decks. I guess healing over damage, man. I don't know. Crazy that this happened twice, but all right. Corpse into replacing it anyways with the vulnerable. Love that. Right. Cannot be distracted by the arena. Need to keep going across. Need to try to get our divine. Yeah, like there's definitely something to be said about making it too easy now to farm decks, but man, I'm not gonna be the person to fight that battle. It's a gacha game at the end of the day. People should be able to finish decks, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say that people should spend, 30 hours to finish a perfect deck. I hate all of these. So we'll just grab some more armor. I mean, we have enough credits. I thought we had a credit debuff this run. Have I just not been able to... Oh, I mean, I guess we have the 10 extra points, right? And in case we don't go to the arena on the second half, that's a free Godhammer, so sure. How do I know the dupe event path in the interior? So, technically I don't, but you just look for whichever path has the most amount of the question mark or the random events, and you pray like hell. That's it. It is just a numbers game, unfortunately. But also, other than playing like gachas and TCGs, I come from a very heavy looter background, so I'm used to grinding, the same dungeon for days at a time just to try to get like that one mythic item. So I've very much been on that side of it as well. Maybe I wish the runs could be a little bit faster, though, if anything, but... I don't know. Overall, I'm really happy still with what the team is working towards for this game, so I definitely want to keep it as one of my main games for the channel. Wrong divines, buddy. Sure. Free hue plus divine. Well, that was a sick-ass pickup. Advise me which chaos is good for low or difficult Haru. You can do Foretold Ruin because Haru just, like, freely farms that shit. Technically forgot that we didn't have our... Fuck. Forgot we didn't have our anchor pointer yet. That's a little unfortunate. Bro, like, we just can't win. Do I think in the future they'll bring a 4th item slot? Maybe. I mean, like, we technically have, like, a 4th equipment slot now, right? Like, the equipment that you, or the refinement rolls that you get are actually just 4th and 5th equipment slots. Pause. All right, I mean, we can Oh, you know what? We need to find a, okay, we don't have a trinket. We need to find the pendant so we can force the epiphany for her. So we can copy it and try to high roll in the second half, man. Like, I'm really kind of digging and hoping here. Really? No watch? Cool, no watch. You know, fuck. Alright. No watch. No watch, but it looks like we're gonna get our epiphany, so... Alright, we'll tough it out, I guess. Yep, that's exactly the build that we've been trying to do for 2 days now. That is what we're farming for. The Chaos Zero Nightmare gods clearly just have other plans in mind for us. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, brother. Alright, we're just not allowed to get our copy target, I guess. What if I just copy the anchor shot, right? Like, I'll make my own damn anchor shots, right? We just have to trim the deck more. It's fine. This is how in the pits I am with trying to farm this deck, man. How do I think CZN will balance time management with new characters and old characters needing new decks every season? I think this season's a good example of kind of where they were taking that and just making sure that you're able to... I did that in the wrong sequence. Giving some neutral cards or like some events where older characters can shine. But I think going forward, like for seasonal content, it'll largely still come down to whatever the shiny new toy is what the devs are going to push and have people focus on. Because, like, you know, the first half of Great Rift is always, like, the fun, let people experiment, do whatever you want to do side of things. You could not crit for me. And then the second half is always, like, the devs got to make money. They push the hyper combo team that they're working on, whatever. So, at least you get to see cool builds in the first half. Is Haru weak or strong? I mean, that question all comes down to what you are basing your evaluation on strength. Because if you're talking about, like, purely Great Rift, while, yes, Haru is used in the, you know, top 100 teams right now, she's only used on the left-hand side, which you can basically use anybody on the left-hand side if you have a good enough build. But, you know, I don't think Haru would ever be able to do the right half of the Great Rift, and so some people would say that she's bad because she can't do the second half. Sure, man, give me some bonks. Also, the only reason why I'm really dedicated to finishing this run is because we did get a good chess piece. So, like, if we can get the anchor shot still, man, there's hope. The second half of this run, though, is going to have to just be insane. And we can go into the arena because we have the 10 extra points. It's a lot of re-rolling, I guess, potentially. Yep, I think we're just going to gamble the 10 points. I forgot to check how many removal events we need still, actually. Oh, Anchor Pointer, nice of you to join us. Wow. Thanks for being here. That's so great. Yeah, again, I will look, y'all. I work a full-time job. Unk is tired. I got a day gig that keeps me busy. I will never be somebody who's out here chasing Great Rift unless this was my full-time gig. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of it. I would rather showcase other characters, do other things, play other games, than spend the limited time I have personally focus on Great Rift. Do you get weapon refinement rerolls on both sides? Actually, I'm not sure. That reminds me I need to go do that last upgrade. God, we have what feels like infinite money at this point. Brother, sure. Give me some type of weapon. I got an early AP Divine on Source of Water. Should I keep going, or is there no need for double AP Mika deck? AP Divine... Source of... Oh, no. For Source of Water, you always want the draw. Oh, I guess we can shift this up for the arena, too. So we need what? Or no, we just need one more removal, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to gamble my removal stuff. We're just going to... Oh, no, we need 2 more. I'm sorry. Ooh. Yeah, we definitely want to remove a card then. Sure. That is a very good, big upgrade for us, so we'll take it while we can. I'm too broke to care about Herb. We gotta save our money for the Anchor Pointer at this point. Yeah, I've gotten some flack recently because I know not everybody agrees, or I've been learning that not everybody agrees, but for me personally, I'm still all about the one-turn deck cycles being the most important thing in this game. And again, that might just be the long history of card gamer in me. Really, you could not roll the 50-50 on that one for me? Yeah, it was literally a 50-50 and we lost. Come on, man. Ugh. Into the arena. Are gold arena equipment just from the arena, or can you get them from elites? The gold arena equipment? If you mean the harp and stuff, I think that can only come from the arena event. Hey, Shadow, how you doing, brother? How's your Divine Hunts been treating you this season? Hopefully better than mine have, that's for sure. Bro, I'm just trying to do Great Rift once out here. Like, I haven't even finished Great Rift. We are very, because I was sick plus working that event, I am way behind this season refresh. I mean, sure, like getting the draw divine on the pointers would be nice as well, but I'm not being greedy at this point. Like, give me my vulnerable divine and then just I'll worry about the RNG for the rest. Just give me the right anchor pointer, man. I guess skip it in case we find an equipment piece that has a better buff later and we don't break our stats or our point limit, because we're at 170, not 180. Oh my god, you're right. The top one would have worked. I'm thinking about 2-cost anchor shot still. That would have been perfect. Yep, you're right. This coffee is clearly not strong enough. I was thinking how bad additive is for Haru. But you're technically correct. We have the 10 points. It's still a upgrade. Like, it's a free cube, right? I should have taken it in that setup. I love my vulnerable anchor shot AP anchor Haru. Yeah, the build is fun. I really wish we could just get the last couple pieces we need together for it. We have to go for the copy event, I guess, to hope to bring this together. Yes, I am doing the Narja plus Haru, so it would have made sense to grab that. I fucked up. Tataki, thank you so much for that Prime. Oh, did that not? There we go. Thank you so much for the Prime sub coming through. If my alerts don't work, man, I'll use my own damn button. All right, so this means we are on a try to re-roll angle and then hope this one's a divine or this one's a copy event. This whole thing is scuffed. There's no defending it. I'm so mad because we got the crit chance finally too. Like, this was a really nice gear option that we had. We're at, God, we have 900, man. Let's just take every meditate, excuse me, that we can. All right. I guess let's try to just copy a base value one, man. Like, you know, I'm not. Beggars can't be choosers, yada yada. Oh, I should have used Deluge first. Duh, idiot. But it's just RNG, they tell us. I mean, I get that it is to a point, but my god, it is still annoying to go so far into a boss and just not get anything. Any tips for the hidden boss? I get one shot by the boss every time. Have 9. I wish or well, have 9 Clepe or Mag. I guess the new build of Magna would probably work really well against the boss too. Have a Vanguard, right? That's I guess what it would boil down to. Why are credits still broken on my screen? Hello? I'm pretty sure we already got all of our removal, man. But we will remove the curse. Anchor shot, anchor shot. Oh no, power charge is still in there. I'll actually use the right card here first. Awkward part of, you know, not having my anchor shot now, but... Oops. Big massacre. Nope. All right, fine. I see how it is. I mean, at least we got something with that one. Have I invest Gamma Code to somebody? No. I guess I did. Did I pull? I think I pulled one copy of Serennial and then did the Omega Code for one of them, but I have not used this one yet. So, for me personally, what I tell everyone is save your free dupes for limited characters because they'll always just be busted. There's like nothing in the game currently that really wants you to have multiple copies, which again, that's a good thing in my opinion. I know some other gacha games like force you to have 2 copies. So that is the other thing I'm very excited about for this game that they have done well so far. Copy event. Copy event. Nope. Man, all right, man. Ugh. Sure, man. It's more health, I guess. I mean, what am I even hoping for here? Like getting a divine randomly on the final shop and then copying that, I guess. Like we're so far into this run and just nothing feels good about it. Yeah, Repose plus Divine Draw is another one that just feels absolutely awful. Spend Omega Code on my favorite character. Hey, that is totally valid too. I will not, you know, I'll never give somebody a hard time about just simply using on their favorite character. No, that does not mean I'm going to use mine on Veronica, though. All right, well. Oh, wait, was that the 5th removal? Oh, yeah, it was the 5th removal. Like, we're not getting the most value out of charged energy, I guess, but... Alright, man. Man, this is criminal that we got both crit items and a shitty build. What tier is this even? So 2, 4, 6. It's still giving us like 6 anchor shots. All right, you know what? We're gonna try it anyways, man. With my luck, the boss isn't gonna give me the right copy anyways, because we can still technically whiff. Pretty sure you're skipping next banner. Oh, I mean, that's fair. I mean, her partner is just that good. I very strongly recommend everybody, if you're getting Typhera, like, you just have to get her partner. There's no two ways about that. Good job, Haru. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great. Oh, I didn't even use her damn partner. Built a fun exhaust team with Flash 9 and Typhera. This game has its hooks in me. Man, for deck builders, I mean, this game is just so damn good. Like, I continue to be impressed with how the quality of this game is for being a gacha. Like, they're not perfect. The devs have some things that they need to work out still, but it's in a pretty good spot. Why is Haru doing 0 damage? Because she's a character who needs to ramp up. All of 9's damage is front-loaded by the fact you can easily exhaust her cards, where Haru takes 10 to ramp up. Alright, man. 2-2 split. Let's try it. Like, oh, you couldn't even give me the, or I guess we have, that's fine. We have the crit rate, whatchamacallit. No, both terrible. We got the corpse gun on the chest piece. Yeah, the thing is, right, if you're playing a heavy-hitting character, like, Typhera is always going to be on your team, and her partner gives you both crit rate and increased damage. Like, Typhera's partner is everything that heavy hitters want for a partner. Boy, this is embarrassing. God, we need a... I don't think this build's possible without having the Veronica done, though. Like, not getting the draw epiphanies, I'm pretty sure screws us over there. I love how this continues to be a test on what is the bare minimum Haru deck that we could get, because this game does not want to give me shit, man. No, it's 15% multiplicative, not additive damage. 3 morale does not equal that by a mile. We are trying to go for a multi-spam retrieve anchor shot, Haru. I totally just remember we gotta kill the right hand first. We've been over this last time. Do we need the partner if we're not gonna build her as a DPS? The entire team gets the buffs. You pull her partner if you're playing her for support. I mean, you technically pull her if you're pulling her for damage as well, but right, the bit more important thing is we will get eventually characters that deal more damage than 9K Ron and Haru would have you, and then even for those characters, you're going to want Typhera's support card. He's gonna make me discard the other card. Boo. Well, there goes one of our draw pieces, man. Oh, never mind. Sir Kalowski's gonna come through for us. Oh, shit. I totally forgot we had the draw 3 still. Ow. The problem is we're not gonna have full reduction. That is replicated, so... So, like, the problem now is, like, if we want this to be the most consistent because we just don't have enough draw, we technically want to use the anchor pointer and then just not attack here. But I don't think that's ever going to do enough damage for us, so we are just going to go for the full spam cycle here to try to ramp up the damage as much as possible. Totally forgot that we had Giant Ballista here as well, which might crit and do enough damage. Yeah, I was gonna say, which might crit and do enough damage. Sure. That vulnerable stacking is kind of nuts. Actually, so is... Huh. Well, I guess our hammers are not going to be stacked up enough on this turn. Nope, did not draw the right pieces. We could just use Nyx, but that doesn't feel like a good use of it here. Alright, well, we can still loop and then get the double zero cost the way that we want. I mean, the question is, are we going to be able to survive to cycle this through is the question. Ooh, we might do too much with the enhanced into... Oh, yeah, we screwed up. Ugh. That's gonna be way too much damage. This is pretty much our forced all-in turn. Which means we want to find our other anchor shot as fast as possible. Nope. How do we want to cycle this then? Because we'll always cycle back to the Ballista in a perfect scenario. I guess the 2 is fine. Okay. Nope, not what we were hoping for, indeed. Yep, and then we're gonna get the other one discarded. Oh, well. Just means we gotta cycle back through to it. We're just not gonna get our Ballista damage. And then we're gonna go through our incorporators. So, I mean, I guess we have somewhat of the consistency that of what we're trying to do. And, of course, we gotta hit him before he hits us here. Oh, did I just screw up then? Because we don't have the, Oh, no, we have another draw. It's... Oh, no, it won't be fine because it'll go to the discard. Oh, do I have evade or something? Wait, why am I not dead? Is he not doing a multi-hit? Is it just not registering? Oh, no, it is. It is actually just saved by the evade, baby. You love to see it. Oh, then, of course, like, this is not going to crit. Okay, never mind. We did get the crit. But now, again, the biggest issue here is because we did not get enough of the copies or of the retrieves. This is all the damage that we're doing, unfortunately. And we're going to get no crits on top of it. Yeah, not enough. Not anywhere near enough. Oh, yeah, you get more rewards. I will say the vulnerable did help out quite a bit there, so I can see how that was the damage piece that we were missing previously. I'm not doing decreased health minus 50 man. Not doing neglect either. That one's fine. All right, the nightmare is ongoing, as we say. Could I just use like Serenial and get this done a lot easier? Yes. Am I going to be stubborn and continue to work on Haru? Also, yes. Oh, skill card is exhausted. Never mind. Hey, well, we'll have fun once it actually comes together, but this is certainly the putting in the work and hoping for the best part. Yeah, I mean that's our divine route, I guess. What about draw divine or layup for second half? Yep, I already have that farm done at least. Yeah, Chizuru is definitely a fun one as well. I know someone mentioned during our last stream that WG put one together for Chizuru in particular. Do we have Anchor Pointer already? We do, so we don't need it. Forgot if I changed back her memory fragments or not, now that I think about it. But I mean, like, I don't think there's any world where that deck was good enough that it clears the second half like we needed it to. Oh, we have double... Oh, we have triple lead up top, though. Do we need... I don't think we need this early of a shop. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna go up, actually. I don't want any of these. I guess we're fighting. Yep, just one more good old bonk, please and thank you. Just give the epiphany to somebody else said. Is anxiety actually one of the best modifiers for save building? You can now just spam training, assuming you get the 0 upgrades and also meditate. As long as you are comfortable, right, going through the run without having to worry about the extra healing and whatnot, sure. But I do know a lot of people can still really, they feel better for using the rest as a, like, backup healing thing. Also, a lot of times, training is just not worth it. Or it's not worth what you need in your build, too, a lot of times. One, two... I guess we still get the arena plus... No, we're going to go for... Yeah, we're just going to do all the elites, get our money and move on. I mean, I would sure hope that 9 is doing all the damage in her own chaos. Oh, please don't. What's it gonna be? We also have all the wrong memory fragments on Haru because we have the memory fragments for her Great Rift build, not for Chaos farming, but that's also kind of a whatever point. Going through all these, what do we get? Bruh, I mean, like, the morale copy one is just not gonna do enough either. Like, even if we get the right divine and getting to copy the hammers, like, all that morale stacking is not gonna do shit for damage. Xiao, thank you so much for the follow as well. Give all the upgrades to somebody else. Don't want Haru to upgrade too early. Oh, forgot about the extra AP there. Yeah, the thing I always go back to is just, you know, do whatever one you're most comfortable with, because you gotta be able to clear the chaos, right? To get the goods at the end. If you don't have all your memory fragments and stuff yet, like, it might not be worth trying to chase that tier 15. Damage reduction, sure. Kigi, happy Friday. Friday? Monday? Whatever day it is, happy Monday. Hope your week's going well. God, it is. I can tell that I'm, like, out of it just because of everything else that's gone on earlier today. I'm wishing it was Friday already. It's gonna be a rough week. They need to remove the fake epiphanies. Unfortunately, those fake epiphanies are best in slot for some characters. So, like, they literally can't remove the neutral epiphanies, unfortunately. Which way was I going? Oh, yeah, because we want to go towards the arena, so we are going to go down. Draw neutral, divine, voluntary control. Yeah, like all the draw APs are good. Morales are good. Vulnerable is good. Technically, resolve is good if you need help in tower. Fortitude is kind of like just always bad. You can get better stuff. I would say the neutral epiphanies are on average better, like good rather than being bad. But there's definitely a lot of value to be had in them. Didn't even realize we had the fighting spirit in hand. We could have gotten a bit better of our point value here. Do I plan on getting an arena weapon set team build? I want to just to see it once, but the way that this season has been going for me, I don't think that I'm going to have time. Because I am just getting unlucky nonstop. At least in this part 2. Like, the fact that it's going to take me 3 or 4 days to finish this Haru build is kind of insane, unfortunately. That's funny, man. Sure. That works, I guess. Girl, shoot, it's all RNG at the end of the day, right? We got a quad Divine Veronica build in a single run. So, like, it all just depends on what RNG decides to bless you with. Eldris, thank you so much for the follow as well. At some point, I just have to accept that I am not the chosen one for Haru, though, and we may have to just go farm somebody else. Yeah, Veronica do be my girl, to be fair. You're right, you're right. Ah, dang. Yep. What memory frag combo are you planning? The usual two-piece chicken combo? What is the normal two-piece chicken combo? We're doing a Haru build that goes into zero-cost anchors, so we're not doing Line of Justice, if that's what you mean. Alright, if we get the morale buff this time, I will not mess it up. I am paying attention. We're gonna see if we get it. Yeah, I mean, like... I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good if we actually get what we want to get. I mean, that's pretty fucking cracked. I would love to believe that we're actually gonna make this happen this run, man. What do you mean we got like stacking agony plus this? Like, come on. Come on, what more do you want? We can use the agony set on Haru if we get this all put together. Dear game, please don't screw me over. Or wait, do we still have 170? Wait, I forgot that we finished the last run. Okay, we still have 170. We can still go for double arena buff. That's fine. So, where are we going? We are going straight across because we still have these two question marks. All right, we got to go to Sessions Diana. Hi, yes, I'd like one big bunk, please. Decent. Oh my god, source of water. Bro, sure, just exhaust it. Just give me all the AP in a turn. Let me hit shit. I guess we had the other one. Is 1.1 per million good enough for Masters 5 at the end? There is way too much RNG into this Great Rift. I have no idea what people are going to end on. I don't think we have any way to get shield that matters. And also, like, I am someone who just gets his 1 million points and bounces out. So also, to be fair, I might not be the best person to be asking. I don't know what the point breakdowns were for the past seasons. More money, please, and thank you. All right, well, we can get a removal, but I don't think we got We can re-roll our anchor shot. I guess we have something we can spend the re-roll on. Where are you, my divine? Alright, well. Sure, again. But keeping in mind, we do need to copy our anchor pointer and let that be our main focus for this build. Truly the end of time. I mean, we're going to keep it going because we at least got a anchor shot, and hopefully, even if we copy it, it can roll into something decent for us. So, again, we'll just try to high roll a divine and reforce it, but probably keeping what we got. Oh God, there it is. I'm like, is the audio not working on the background? But there it goes. This is like the just go through the motions, hope for the best for our copies and whatnot. So we'll see where things end up. Sure, 1 damage reduction. Beautiful. Oh, lift anchor. Sure. I'm like, what are we missing still? Yeah, at least we get to apply the vulnerable. That's cool, I guess. All this AP had nothing to do with it. Unfortunate. Yeah, and again, what's crazy too is like we still have to still have to fix our side 2 characters and whatnot. So there's a lot more for us to look forward to. Oh, I totally just forgot we have the other AP one. Gosh darn it. Yes, I am familiar with that monster card. So the challenge is that that monster card only comes from one area, and then the places that you often want to farm agony support have a different set of monsters in them. So you basically have to bank on, do you put that card on everyone else, or do you just go farm Twin Star Shadow and have a better build for the other combatants that you're going to want to be bringing? Also, we don't know how future agony characters are going to impact it, so I tried to make it as future-proof as possible and just talk about it from a higher level standpoint. But yeah, I've been a big fan of the monster card changes, and all of like the gray tier or normal tier ones I gave a very high review or rating of at the start of the season. Oh. Oh man, all right. This is rough, yo. What if Rita is an Agony user? How's the memory fragment set worded again? Memory fragment says exhaust attack cards, right? I mean, I guess you could be like a high damage dealing plus agony is like a way to push it even higher. Like, again, the biggest thing for a lot of us are just focused on, we have to imagine that Rita is going to be Justice just because of this memory fragment set getting added and no one else being able to really benefit off this. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays a role. Also, clearly I need to go run that later. Yeah, again, I apologize, everybody, that this is taking as long as it is, and how many days I've been spending on this, but we might be doing this for a while at this point. We have not had great luck. Oh, where is my, I totally forgot. I gotta be refreshing that in the background, too. There's a new card game coming out, or I guess technically this month in a couple weeks, and I'm trying to find some Kickstarter stuff on eBay, and I gotta remind myself that I have to refresh it every now and again. What seasonal equipment do we need? I don't think our gear set matters. So, once again, gonna be looking for our arena. Sure, we'll just... yeah, whatever. Try to do this as fast as possible. Thought Capcom had a patent on Desire Sensor. Maybe CZN is hiding something. Sure feels like it. Or wait, we already had our anchor pointer, right? I should not have, that's fine. What's a potential side B comp that has no 9? So I'm going to be working on a Yuki build whenever the hell we finish this Haru build. But yeah, I really want to try the new Yuki setup. Other than that, I mean, it's kind of at the mercy of whatever heavy hitters you have on your account. Like an E0 Kron could still be good. Oh yeah, and barrel. Thank you. That was the other one I was forgetting. Sometimes you just have to cheat the game with barrel. Next character to get nerfed, am I right? Unfortunately. Womp womp. Is there a crossover path? There is no crossover, but we can go up and then go down. I mean, this won't be this bad. Whatever, I'll just fight double elites. Gotta nerf barrel so we can make room for all the 5 stars, man. Sure, get myself a little bit more shield, I guess. Yeah, Retainer's an interesting one. I'm very curious to see how that changes for the following season. Seriously gonna stay alive with, like, negative health? Alright. Mei Lin is sleeping quietly while indirectly nerfing all other 5-stars. Yeah, forever paying for the sins of Mei Lin. I think we just all kind of accepted that one at this point. I mean, if they remove the retain mechanic, they'd have to completely rework Orlea. I think it's much more likely that they just slowly phase out Orlea and let her new, like, corruption build kind of take the spotlight. Because, again, keep in mind, we do get that update next... or do I want to... Yeah, we might as well. We get that update next season as well, with the shadow modifier, or corruption, excuse me, for Orlea with, like, a different way to play her and stuff. So I am very interested to seeing what they do with that. What corruption build are you talking about? There's going to be a completely new way to play Orlea with Season 3. Her and Hugo are getting all new replacements for their cards. Or I think they didn't say cards. I think they said epiphany choices, right? There'd be like a second set of them. I think the base cards would stay the same, but new epiphanies. I'd have to go back to the announcement. I don't remember the exact wording that they gave. They're not reworking her. It's just a... If you have Orlea, you have 2 ways to play Orlea now. 2 completely extra characters. Hey, if you love Hugo, then the good news is you get even more Hugo. It's the meme where you get more cake. It's the meme where it's like 2 artists holding a cake and like, oh, I really hope people like my cake. And you're the player that's just like, oh, fuck yeah, cake. Ah! And you're just like smashing your face into it, right? So if you love Hugo and Orlea, that's what you get to look forward to. You have 2 cakes to smash your face into. All right, this is... This is clearly not our night if this is how we're rolling, man. Whatever. I'm over it at this point. Jesus. That RNG is not being kind to us whatsoever. Can someone please throw me a bone on this Haru at this point, man? Bro, like, please? Might as well do our arena. Yeah, don't think about it as a rework. Think about it as literally an entirely new character that we get for free. You get a free 5-star. Well, you get two free 5-stars, I guess. Again, assuming you have them, right? That's the whole point, but... I do love getting double shield blast, though. I mean, I feel like the small slashes should be enough to trigger the vulnerable, the armory stash, right? Sure as hell is. Thank you. No, that is not what I want to see. All right, well, hey, that works. Tell you need Typhara in the luck because she's all about that Gamba? Man, at this point, maybe. How pay to win is this game? Honestly, not at all. Like, there's leaderboards that you can do, but there's no extra, like, rewards that you get for being the top 100 or anything. You get a cool cosmetic, and that's about it. So, if you love deck builders and you want to check out something that's closer to Slay the Spire, and look, I'm going to be real. The company is pretty damn generous when it comes to pulls as well, as long as you're keeping up with the seasons and playing. So, if you either love TCGs or you love deck builders, this is definitely a game to check out. Okay, so we do get... We're gonna fix it this time, guys. I found it. We're getting it. It's fine. Why many YouTube upgraded a support to character level 58 and not 60? Assuming you mean the chaos buffs. That could just be a... They added a mode with the latest update that lets you power level characters for free, basically. And if I remember correctly, the partners go up to level 58 when you toggle that mode for them. Yeah, you get a shiny sticker, which, I mean, hey, if you want a sticker, you know. Oh, don't do this to me, man. Oh, come on, bro. Hey, guys, we found the vulnerable epiphany. Man, that's just rude. That's just rude. I can't. Yo, the RNG just does not want me to have it today. That's fine, man. That's all right. This is the game just telling me, like, look, man, look, I know you got to go into work tomorrow. You got a long drive. You got to go back into the office. You know, you got to make sure you end the stream early just so you can rest up and be well. And nah, man. What is this? Why am I catching all these strays tonight? I mean, it's funny, too. Like, our gear is pretty good this run, all things considered, too. So it's like, kind of can't be too upset. I just need the other half to line up, you know? It's like, sometimes we gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man. But you know what? It's just not, I don't think that day is today. The way that this has been going, I think we just have to accept that we are low rolling a bit. See, who needs fighting spirit, man? You just crit. It's great. B, happy Monday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right, how much y'all want to bet how much y'all want to bet this is a divine event now that we just got the epiphany? All right. It's not going to rub it in that much, at least. These are both terrible. So, I mean, we'll re-roll one just for the sake of re-rolling it, but we're not feeling lucky here, right? Like, look, that could be good in some worlds, but it's not what we need. No, that's... All right, we go again. We are trying to build a retrieve anchor shot focused Haru. We're out here trying to cast like 8 anchor shots in a turn with Narja. So we could use as long as we got a vulnerable divine, yes, we could fix our anchor shot. However, I only have a single flash left, so I kind of want to save that for Rita. Unfortunately, I burned 3 flashes to do our Typhera video, so I could get my full deep dive video out, and I don't have any left. I have 1 left, you know, as I mentioned, rather, I should say. So it's kind of rough. So again, looking for elites, looking for arena, and trying to see what might have our divine event at the end, which is looking to be this track, actually. Yeah, that's... Ugh. All right, well, that's a bit unfortunate. So, double node here. So we want to go here and then up. I do not have a infographic for this build, unfortunately, no. I will make one eventually. But we are well, I guess this is technically day 3 of trying to build a Haru deck. And we have not we've gotten close to a usable build, but unfortunately not getting the vulnerable anchors really hurt our previous attempt. Oh, what got a divine this time, brother? Sure, man. When you get a divine, you just know it's not going to be for the card you need. Just going to try to make this run as fast as possible and just take all the gear and other stuff. But like I said, at this point, I think I just accepted that it's gonna be a time of us trying to get this to line up. But we haven't done a video on Haru in like a very long time, and I think that this is a good. So this, to take a step back for that next comment I was going to make sense, I need to take a step back here. So. For those who might have not watched it yet or are unaware, what have you, when I did my Typhera video, I really try to focus on making one that's just good forever, basically, like trying to make it as future-proof as possible and not just using the one-for-all card to cheat out her creation destruction to do the most damage possible, which I very well could have done. Because we're going to get to a point where those cards are going to rotate, and then people won't be able to make those same seasonal builds. So I was like, okay, well, let's be smart about this, and let's make sure that I try to do a build where people can always make this in the future. And so that's how I'd frame that video. And for Haru, I really want to do this build because it is super interesting at what it means for future characters thanks to the interaction with Narja. Because, again, keep in mind, Veronica has a very similarly worded card. However, a lot of the effects in-game currently just say until that card is used, where Narja specifically states for the entire turn. So any retrieve character that we get in the future now is going to be able to capitalize on this synergy that we're trying to showcase for a video. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, now in the future, if we ever get another retrieve character that can work in this way, we'll have a showcase on how to build it and why it works as like a proof of concept. So I'm really hoping all this will eventually come together so I can make another video, but it's not looking great so far. So I might just do like a short talking about the video and then seeing what else we can do, but it's quite limited until I can get the actual build done. Yeah, right. I'm also a bit biased because it's Narja that we're talking about, which is my favorite character, but we just continue to find more and more ways why she's my favorite character, apparently. I forgot which anchor or which hue we've used already. No, unfortunately, there's no word yet on Rita. Oh, I didn't even realize we didn't have anchor pointer yet. My bad. Yeah, depending on if you skip Narja or if you're skipping Typhara, that kind of locks you into what characters you might want to pull on in the future. I will simply perish. I guess we want the chess piece, right? The chess piece is fine from the boss for Haru. But yeah, my personal hope for Rita is going to be something that is bullet focused for Justice, just to make use of the last or the most recent set. But it also feels very Wild Wild West of what she might end up being. Oh, close. Owie. Oh, the extra... Forgot. Cost 2. Not gonna do what we need. Don't need to heal either. What's the fastest way to upgrade the bus for the Chaos runs in the Zero system? Clearing the highest difficulty you can. I'm pretty sure still gives you more orbs. What set stats do you use for support Narja? I always build her out as a damage dealer because the defense and HP stuff is kind of whatever, honestly. Card removal's fine. We need a lot of removal events still if we're gonna save our credits for meditations. Oh yeah, we said straight across and there's no crossover. Yeah, this is just a bad... This is a bad map to begin with, I guess. I really did not have high hopes going into this one now that I look at the track again. Alright, we could really use a Massacre upgrade here. right, time to spam Hue and hope for the best. I would say if that upgrades again, I am going to be so mad. Alright, I guess he already attacked, but might as well get rid of the one guy that we can. Do we have an extra AP for the ability? Nope, we're just going to Hail Mary a crit. Man, 44, really? Most overkill Haru ego skill ever. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely RNG this season, which, you know, it can keep things interesting unless you're like really trying to hyper focus and maxing something, but in the end, there's only so many cycles of chaos runs or great riffs you can do before you just don't care about the randomness anymore. Again, I am very excited for next season once we get the more ways to farm the Flash of Radiances. I think that'll be a very good day for the game. Oh, I guess we could have gone up for the shop and still. Do we have a reroll target yet? I kind of. The runs really start to blend together. No, nothing has epiphanied yet. Good lord. So I guess we're gonna try to go up and get a reroll into something, just to try to give us a meditation target. Why use Mika when Typhera exists? Just because she's more consistent at the lower levels that we need without like epiphanies and whatnot. So Mika just makes like the first half way easier to farm. All right, we are just not allowed to get anything. Sure. Just to like not hit an epiphany on our piece, I guess. Remove an extra card. Sure, fine, great. It's on sale. I mean, sure. Kind of over this run. Like, we don't have anything that's being epiphany. Like, this or the other one has to be the divine event to, you know, hopefully get either of them to see an epiphany, but... I mean, sure, just take a... Ooh, on retain or exhaust. I mean, we really don't want to waste the arena points, I guess. In case we get, like, a secondary one better later. Yep, we'll just... We don't care about the elite at this point. But yeah, also keep in mind, because we're using Haru and 9 together, and they can be AP hungrier, so just getting to cast their stuff readily early on is really nice. So for turns like this is exactly why we're doing Mika in this case. Is Typhera must pull only if you really like heavy hitting characters. And she's using 5 Overwhelm? Wait, which one's Overwhelm? Isn't Overwhelm the one that exhausts, though? Or am I thinking of a different card? Did we seriously go this whole run and not get an Epiphany? Because the other card got it? No Anchor Shot, no Anchor Pointer. Okay. Let's see what the boss gives us, I guess. Well, wrong upgrade, I guess. Wait, does this mean that she's not even going to get her upgrade? I'm so tired of not finishing runs, but I don't think that we are in a good position to continue this one either. Yep, I have a 9 cost Typhera build that I championed very early on, but I have not been able to really test it in the Great Rift because I've been trying to focus on clearing the first half more consistently, but I'm glad other people have been checking it out and using it to some success. My record right now is like 240k, and that was not even a ideal setup. I wonder how much it would do with the Great Rift damage boost. All right, let's just, you know what, for shits and giggles, man, let's just continue this run. And yeah, if they're doing it, they probably have to be E6 so they don't lose the buff, the damage buff from her. Zero cost 1 AP is definitely a good one to get. I know depending on the team that you're trying to build, you either want to go for zero cost and 1 AP or you want to go for the zero cost and extra draw. You know, your mileage may vary and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot we did Ironclad there for a second. Is anyone attacking me? Nope. Did I miscount? I thought we had Wave Trigger. Oh, my bad then. Don't finish the run. I mean, we're gonna go until we miss, I guess, right? Like, we'll humor the game a little bit, since it wants to punish me so much. I'll let the game, you know, kick me in the shin a little bit before we get the right build done. Again, a bit of a bummer because we have, or no, that was the last one. We don't even have the gear that we're looking for, do we? None. I've beaten the hidden boss a number of times on stream. Like, the rewards are just not worth it. Unfortunately. Man, good grief. Can we get our... Oh, we're gonna kill them all anyway, so never mind. It's fine. Do love when it gives me the shield blast on opening. Oh, the guy has 24 health left. I could have just killed him with anything at that point. My bad. I mean, sure, we have the ironclad build so far, so keep that going, I guess. Oh, man. This is tier 15. I forget, or no, 14, but 15th Nightmare. And I honestly forget what modifiers we have on. It is, you'd have to get insanely lucky to get Haru in the standard stuff, and I, in general, would not recommend pulling for characters that way. Because there's a definitely deeper pool at this point for 5-star characters who have gone into the standard banner. Alright. At least we can get an attack to our hand this turn. Which 5-star character do I have the most copies of? K-Ron, unfortunately. It's just how things have been going for me. Alright, Mika, that's enough. Eating all my regular-ass epiphanies now. Boy, howdy, getting decent Haru gear, man. Goodness gracious. Alright, big time money event. Feel like we have enough credits at this point that we'll just throw it on her. I will say, though, I did end up grabbing a E1 Typhera that I will unlock after this banner rotates, but it's definitely a nice one to pick up for the extra, you know, built-in RNG protection. I shouldn't call it protection because there's still RNG baked into it, but getting an extra trigger out of her Event Horizon card is pretty nice. My K-Ron is at E4. I guess there's double event there, which is fine. What's my full-time job? I mean, I don't want to go into too much details on that, but I help people with services. Credits, I guess. I guess I shouldn't say services. I should say I help people with software, technically. I work in tech. Do we even have any rerolls? No, neither of these have epiphanied yet. We can't even use meditation. This is becoming very quickly a very strange form of torture. I mean, I guess I did do this to myself, but wait, do we even copy an anchor pointer, right? Yeah, like we have, oh my god, we have we are 4 epiphanies short, man. Like, I don't think there's a way that we actually get all of these epiphanies at this point. For sure we get one of them? I'm not even feeling confident about that anymore. I know I sure wouldn't bet on it at this point. Yeah, the second we get like the wrong epiphany at this point though, we are for sure just meant to back out and forget we ever did this. Forget the idea that we ever attempted to have fun during this run. It just sucks because, like, we actually have decent gear in arena and stuff. So, like, if we can somehow luck out in the second half, this would be a very good attempt for the first half team. So maybe a shred of cope, but I'm also a believer. Man, I don't even hope for 4 divines anymore. Like, just give me a usable 3 divine build, and I am happy person. I know that some people are always going to chase, like, whatever is the absolute min-max perfect and all that stuff, but I will settle for usable. And we have clearly not gotten a usable Haru build yet. Like, help me out, game. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, there's no way I can ever epiphany all of these in the same run, man. Whatever. I'm gonna do it for the sake of doing what's supposed to be done. I mean, you were right, brother. I mean, this happens on any difficulty if we're being honest. Oh. Oh, so close. I'm like, damn, that was actually a pretty chunky hit, man. Get shield blasted, idiot. Boop. I mean, yeah, there is nothing for us to. Oh, sure, one of these. Don't fail the dice roll on top of it, brother. What the hell? Give me my divine. Not even the right one, man. I think this is like a record for me. Just do 5 left anchors at this point. Man, I wish if it was a retrieve one, maybe, but this is just not doing it for us, unfortunately. Like, I'm just doing this to punish myself at this point, just to see what else we might get. Honestly, not even so much a divine as just like a usable deck, but vulnerable divine would be ideal. And it has to be on the copy anchor. Just can't even get the copy anchor, man. All right, I mean, the items don't matter, right? Let's just see if the boss gives us one of the other. I'm not gonna finish the run. I'm seeing if we get another epiphany or not. Oh nope, the deck's not even lit up. Never mind. Yep. All right. Well, we got a single epiphany that entire run, by the way. Oh, and she crashes out, so I can't even bring it up as an example. Rude. No, I don't even care, man. I'm just deleting that shit. I was gonna screenshot it for the memes, but like, whatever. I don't even want to see it. All right, I'm gonna go grab some water really quick. I'm gonna go grab some water, scream into the void, all that good stuff. So hey, if you've been here for a while, grab yourself some water, stretch your legs, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Otherwise, give me like 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, nothing like a cool, crisp Baja Zero to take the edge off a little bit after that last run. What is Great Rift? A score-based challenge attack mode with a leaderboard. But the main part about it is that even if you clear it once a week, you get extra rewards and whatnot. So it is worth still doing, even if you're not chasing the leaderboards. time is it? Man, I'm really hoping we can get at least an attempt of a Haru deck again. Because this is rough. All right, looks like it's gonna be straight across for this one too. Like, man, the game just does not want us to finish this Haru deck anytime soon. And again, like, I could just use Serennial. Like, my Serennial's E2, I have her partner, all that stuff, but I really want to showcase something that's not just Serennial again. Like, it's so cool that this build actually works the way it does, because it has really cool implications for future team synergy that I want to, like, get in a video, but the game just has other options for us. All right, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the run. So again, quick side note, by the way, you technically don't need divines on this as long as you have a draw 2 in your deck. Like, this is technically not the important divine to get, but we're gonna have enough points anyways. So like, sure, this is gonna help the hands that like get bricked otherwise, right? So like, we can make this work. I want to make a deck based on each variant of Hue for 9. Which one would I recommend besides Hue Extreme? I mean, that becomes more to like content based. I do have a free-to-play Ironclad 9 build for the tower, because you actually get like a really good amount of shields. But beyond that, it's just kind of like who's on your roster and who you really want to showcase with 9. Is Typharia worth it? Only if you like heavy-hitting characters. Like Haru, 9, and K-Ron. I have a really funny OTK clip out right now for Typharia that goes into her builds and whatnot. Or goes into her damage-focused build, but ultimately it always comes back to that Typharia is never going to be the partner that you're using for like a Chizuru team, right? So like Typharia is limited, and you need to know what characters that she's good for before you go into it and pull on her. Yep, you could also do like an all-in Vanguard team, which would work really nicely. Not a problem. Thanks, Sayan. I appreciate it. Like I said, thanks for stopping by. Unfortunately, you caught us at a low rolling couple of streams that we've had, so I'm kind of just sitting here making sure I'm not losing my mind for how poorly the last few runs have gone on stream. Next week is Enfield patch, though, so I'm really trying to get this done before next week, too. $11 health, brother? Okay. Oh, wait, no, we already have Whirlpool, damn. Have I seen the Amir metalized build with support Owen Ray OTK with AP residual herb and double skill? What's the shield gain trigger in that team? I have not, though. But again, like, that's the coolest thing about this game, right? Like, there is so much weird shit you can do with neutral cards or seasonal cards. Like, even if you're not pulling for new characters, you get to do new stuff and figure out new combinations in this game. Like, it is gonna take, okay, well, now I had to jinx it, didn't I? It is going to take significant work for me to stop playing, creating content for this game and all that stuff. The devs are cooking. They got a lot of good shit in this game. The herb, it's a shield? Oh, I thought it was the... Oh, maybe it is the one that I'm thinking of then. No, that is pretty sick, though. Alright, so we have 4 points. We can get extra activation in here. Oh, and I target the wrong guy. Unfortunate. Yes, Owen doubles any skill. But again, keep in mind it does exhaust itself. Just like Owen can double any attack. Like, again, I know people really want to meme on him, man, but, like, Owen's actually a very good supporting character for a free-to-play character. I have done a couple builds now with him, and it's just, like, people don't put enough respect on Owen, especially after all the drama that happened at the start of the game. And, like, look, I get it, bro. He's as interesting as white sheet of paper with nothing on it. Like, that is Owen. Dude is giga vanilla, boring. But his kit is really good. If you want to cook, man, put some respect on my boy Owen. Don't say good or deaf, gonna rebalance. Yeah. All right, man, help me out with this meditation, please. Or yeah, we do want to read a buff, so what am I doing? Again, we have the extra points. It's not a big deal. We're probably only going to get the 3 retrieve anchors anyways. We're never doing quad divine anchor pointers. It's just not realistic, nor do I care, if I'm being honest with myself. But yeah, that's the thing, though, right? Like, we already got the goodies from Owen getting memed on and all that stuff. So, like, let Owen be the MVP now, man. Let him have a little bit of fun in the sun. Did it not heal me? I'm out. What the hell? There we go. I'm like, please just let me loop Shield Blast, man. We don't actually want that on her. She does not draw it, actually. Oh, the narrow. Yeah, okay, we got some good stuff, man. We just got to get our anchor to roll the damn right thing. How do you get Pale External Flame Sword? I'm pretty sure that's the event-specific one in the second half. I forget the name of the mythic item, but I'm assuming that's the one that you mean. Not a problem. Like I said, I totally forget the name off the top of my head, so I hope that's the right one. Man, do we want the consistency again, or do we want to go for the damage? I think we just have to go for the damage if we're going to line this up the right way. Sure, activate a hue, please and thank you. And guys, don't worry, we have to think about the 5-star Owen that we're gonna get for the 1-year anniversary, right? Totally what's gonna happen, by the way. I heard it from Mr. Smilegate himself, incoming 5-star Owen, right? Would be absolutely crazy if that did happen, though. Clearly didn't delete enough cards yet. Yo, swimsuit Owen though. Would be I could only imagine the subreddit burning down. It like Owen just randomly has a 6-pack for no goddamn reason. Oh, come on, man. Hold on. We already have our divine, right? Stop. Pause. I gotta think. Yeah, we have our divine. These are already upgraded, so we're screwed on that end. We can take the crit, I guess. I'd rather value the crit. Oh my god, where's her items? Man, that's a really sick weapon if we can actually fix this. Welcome to re-rolling Anchor Shot until we cry. You know, at least it's a vulnerable one, man. I got nothing else at this point. Let's make sure we guarantee our copy chance. Oh no, we're actually one short. Unfortunate. You know what? It's on sale. I'm taking it. All right. Oh, step 1. We still have to hope that we upgrade it. Or copy it, excuse me. Mr. Game, I am begging at this point. It would be so nice of you to let me finally have a usable build. If you could be so kind. Well, huge AP turn, but unfortunately don't have the Anchor Shot to go with it. Or anything to draw, it looks like, actually. So for everyone banking on summer characters, what summer characters would you hope for out of the current roster? I would unironically be very down for a reworked Kairon, but I also promise that's not just because I want to see a more balanced roster. Swimsuit Kairon, make him usable, man. Everything would be good. Everything would be great. Could you imagine summertime Serenial and giving her double limited, man? Oh my god. People would lose it. Yeah, I feel like Yuki is definitely one that has been a fan favorite. All right, the game didn't completely dunk on us. Sure, stockpile is something. Actually, yeah, Yuki, but now make her single target. That would actually be really cool. Random rare equipment. All right, so we need meditations. We need meditations and we need arena buffs. So that, well, that really defines where we're going immediately, doesn't it? All right, yeah, straight across. Is 9 based on defense damage or pure attack stat? I'm trying to, no. So you'll notice on her card, it does say defense-based damage. However, in that calculation, part of it does count towards attack. So yes, you do want to primarily focus on defense as her main stat, but don't completely ignore attack either. I do have a full 9 guide out on the channel that I recommend checking out if you want a more deep dive, but very long story short, make sure you build defense as well. Can I see your 9 stats? You can see my zero run version. But I'd have to like go into her like what her actual crit rate is and stuff like that. Yikes. And yes, only 30% personally of the 30% of her attack goes towards that total amount. So thank you for the correction. I don't want to repackage units personally, never liked the concept. I think that's also fair. Gundam Seed? Sorry, random Gundam tweet. We still have no anchor because the game hates us and does not want us to be happy. We want to draw the card here just to dig deeper into our deck. Oh, they're doing a, oh, nice. They're doing an IP-based battle for Seed. Oh, you know, I totally forgot. Gamma is going on right now for TCGs, so there's probably some new news on Twitter. It's what, almost, what time is it in Vegas right now? It's 11, so it should be 7. Gotta check the Twitter man real quick. There is a Call of Cthulhu. Actually, does not look like there's a lot of news yet. All right, never mind. People are not tweeting from the event. I said re-rolling is on the menu for us, so we are gonna... Oh, wait, we gotta remove one more card, right? Oh, yikes. We gotta still remove a whole extra card. In terms of money, we have no money. We're gonna really hope that we can get some cash events here. Chaos 8 or 9, same tier, 14 or 15. So you always want to just do Chaos 8. There's no real reason to go up to Chaos 9, 10, or 11 unless you just want the satisfaction of clearing it. So save your sanity in that regard. And we do want to go up because we need the arena. Or the arena would be nice, I guess, for a buff. Actually, hold on. How many events? How many more removals? There should be like, all right, no matter what, we get one more at the end. So I think that's fine. We are just going to keep kind of spamming the, reroll, man. Really hoping to get a divine. No, they mentioned the Blackhorn trade is going to be a one-time thing for all the extra materials. Like, they might refresh it for the year anniversary or something, right? But I wouldn't bet on it. We could remove our cards, I guess. And the... Sure. Actually, can you remove the curse in the same event, or does it give it to you after? I guess we're going to find out together. It gives it to you after. Damn. That's fine. You always want to go for Divine Vulnerable if you're doing the Narja build. If you don't have Narja, combo is probably still better, though. There is no reason for us to do Gatekeeper Trial, so we're just going to do regular Arena again. We do not know the element for Rita yet, unfortunately, but a lot of people are speculating that she'll be Justice. We should get information next week on her element and her class type. Just gamble for the Shield Blast. Works every time. Just gonna give him a little bit of a debuffy there. Gatekeeper could give us 180 cred. I'm not going to try to do Gatekeeper without Ironclad, though. Gatekeeper is definitely something that you plan for with your epiphanies. Sure. Mine is just getting all the armor pieces, or the arena equipment. Damn, this is a lot of, is 18 or less? Damn, I don't think we're going to have 18, but... That is a shit ton of damage increase for Haru. So that's 6 cards each? I'd have to, like, redo our Veronica build to make this work. Well, we do get some more credits one way or another, at least. Hopefully it's going to be the doggos, because we have Massacre anyways. I think the dogs only appear on the first half, now that I say that. Oh, thank you, Fighting Spirit. How nice of you. Last season we had 2 secret bosses. Yeah, if you mean after the final boss is finished, you got like the extra track, yeah. But there was like the mini boss, and then there was Haku, yeah. Holy debuffs, Batman. Wouldn't Massacre be better? So I have always just cleared it with Ironclad, I guess I should say, because you just never take damage if you have Ironclad. Oh my god. Brother, please, man, please, please, please give me the Divine. Are you kidding me at this point? This is... I'm crying on the inside at this point. Like, the best gear in the world, man, and I'm not gonna get... We have, like, one more chance to reroll. This is painful. Yeah, you exactly. You don't ever get epiphanies and equipment at the same time, man. Shit. Oh, it hurts. I'm just gonna use the little bit of extra damage here for Nine's abilities. The real reason to take Massacre is this asshole, though. If we... right, just not having to deal with the dogs, man. Just, like, straight Massacre all the way through. Easy. Oh, I guess I gotta keep remembering that we have campsites as well for rerolls. So maybe there's a chance for us to get something else still. Oopsies. Let's get all of our spam out of our hand, I guess. So yes, campsite means we can reroll. Wholly expensive. I mean, I guess we could still try the build just to see if it's any better, maybe, you know? I guess at this point we might as well just do only one more fight. We have enough money for the last meditation. The rest is kind of whatever. Sure, free removal. So... Our Veronica deck is 8 cards. Our Narja deck is... I don't remember. Like, the fact that Lift Anchor only works once for us is just not in our best interests. Since we don't have the right charge energy, like, cutting this is just fine. Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be our best attempt. We'll see what we get for the last, the chess piece. Or actually, no, because we got the crit rate this run, right? So we don't even want the vulnerable chess piece. Yeah, no, I mean, like, we're smooth sailing on this one. And we got an extra 20 points coming in from the last copy. So we're going to be at 140, and then we get plus 10 points from the God Hammer. So we actually still have 20 points left over. Oh, oops. I went one over there. My bad. Yeah, like, we were never going for quad divines at all. But if we can roll our divine for that last 20, man, that would be ideal. Kind of just accept that it's not happening at this point. Before re-rolling, go to your character screen, then go back to meditate. You'll get a divine. If only we could be so lucky. God, I don't remember what this event even does anymore. Oh, it gets you the mask, right? Is the other option. Yeah, that's whatever. All right, guys, just to be clear, it's not a real thing. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to stress about it. We're going to do it for the shits and giggles, but... do we have money to remove stuff? Well, we might, so... All right, we have 240. We're going to click on this. We're going to go stare at our, anchor shot. Stare at this beautiful anchor shot that's going to roll Divine Vulnerable for us. Go to meditation. All right, didn't work. And none of those have vulnerable, so we are going to skip it, which leaves us with 132. I mean, we don't need anything at this point, I guess. We could roll, like, an upgrade, which would be cute, but whatever. And we are going to finish this run because, well, one, we got really good equipment, but we should be able to copy our anchor pointer. However, that's still only going to be, like, 4 anchors. So it's still not going to be enough damage, right? Like, we didn't get the copy anchor, so we are very limited on what we actually have damage number-wise. So, unfortunately, I think this will be a showcase of just... you know, coming up short, as it were, and then crying about it. Yes, but meditation can give you a divine, which is the important part. Works every time for me. Mr. Streamer is not lucky. Yeah, we'll definitely go with that. I support that statement. Probably be wise to heal, I guess, a little bit. But yeah, the problem is, like, there's still no world where... I keep forgetting that's a finale one every damn time that gets me. There's no world where we're going to be able to do, like, 55k damage with this Haru build, though. It's just not in the cards for us. Damn, might die anyways at this rate, man. Holy shit. Okay, we did get a vulnerable trigger at least. Alright, whatever. Oh, 4 HP? Oh, he's gonna die to the agony, sure. Please die to the agony. Whatever. Oh man, this is just not our Okay, honestly, that's not nothing for an ability, but... Oh, man, that is, that's rough. That is rough. We can go give this one a try, but... I don't like our, don't like our chances here. Because, like, our best case scenario here is that our end of turn Veronica will kill it with the ballista so that we can actually use all of our anchors on the following turn into the head. And then that's still not going to be 55k damage, no matter which way we look at it. But I mean, at least we got the vulnerable triggers this time. Oh. Man. I guess the only silver lining here is we don't need to hit every single bottomless hunger into it. Is there much point of going past difficulty 8? Absolutely not. Oh, I totally forgot this is technically the first one as well. So we can't actually use the first anchor shot here. Oh, I forgot about the spores, man. Sequencing here does matter for the anchor shot. I have to make sure it goes down to 0 on the right stack here. And that should be cycled through our entire deck. Okay, it has retrieve on it, thankfully. Oh, forgot to... Let me actually sequence all this properly so what we get for damage. Again, this is us slowly ramping up the actual damage on it. Up to 5k is nice. And then Veronica comes in, deals a little bit extra damage for us. Not quite enough for the KO, but still a good amount. All right, well, that's not quite what we were hoping for. All right, the downside of not having the anchor shot in hand when we need it. There we go. Trying to create some of these extra ballistas for ourselves. Oh, I should have hit that first, actually. That was my bad. All right. And now we got to gamble on how much damage we're going to do into the other... I guess we only have 2 ballistas here, so it's not a lot, actually. But we need to get the vulnerable stacking. Unfortunately, the ballistas are going to immediately have a little snacky snack with it, but... Yeah, the thing is, it's nice that we're always stacking 1 extra on top of it. But so now here's the awkward part where we need to kill, line this up so we can easily kill it on the following turn. So we're going to give it retrieve. This is always the gamble of, like, how many ballistas can we really afford to use here? Oh, that's probably too much. Damn. We need this to not crit now. Oh, my girl Veronica doing too much as always, man. So, yep. There's the downside. It immediately cycles back through and then you get nothing. Ugh. We have one anchor pointer left. So I forgot to use that earlier, by the way, but it is what it is. And now this is the part where we just spam out ballistas for damage. And get absolutely nothing other than enhanced. Okay. And we're already at 4 stacks, so we got that going for us. So, unfortunate. And then this just kills... or no, we have the evade on one of them, don't we? Yeah, we have the evade on Veronica. What's the right sequencing? Basically leaving one of the hands with enough where one anchor shot is going to kill it on the following turn. Guaranteed. Is the, like, ideal situation for sure. Well, at least shelling ballistas, or actually shelling ballistas do have a good amount with it. Oh, but we lost our evade now, so actually we are just dead. Never mind. Bleh. Yeah, it's only doing it 2,000%, but usually we can loop it multiple times, so. Yep, unfortunately, we're just dead. It's the problem with not having the extra anchor shots to loop enough. Ugh. That is the difference the epiphany makes. And then the other side does not matter. The nightmare is ongoing, as they say. I really want to work on the Yuki deck eventually too, man, but finishing this Haru is going to take its toll, I guess. But just for those that don't know, like, we'll go back, because I know there's at least probably still a couple Harus up here. Oops, here we go. But yeah, like, this is the important part. Getting the copy and then having the vulnerable as well. Like, I'll die on the hill. You don't really need to go all out divines. Like, obviously the extra retrieve is nice, but this is definitely, like, you know, everything perfect, everything getting optimal. The evade's really nice just for a comfort build, but this is ideally what you want to go with, just to help with deck cycling and whatnot. But this is the most important piece to get. You can get around not having these divines. Like, these divines do not matter if you have the Veronica instead. The only thing that absolutely must come together for this build is the anchor shot. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going for, Zozer. Thanks to the interaction with Narja, this is the best one to use. And then, ideally, you have the repose instead, so you don't screw up your hand with ballistas. Wouldn't arena buffs be better than that 4th retrieve? If you high roll your arena buff, sure, but keep in mind, each one of these is effectively 3 extra attacks because you're getting the anchor shots. And then Narja, I mean, you're just going for consistency, so it doesn't really matter. Like, they could improve this as well, but again, you get to a point where it's like, it all just comes down to what your second team is doing. As long as you can, like, you know, face check the first half, you're good. Like, I don't think there's going to be a Haru without Luke. Damn, bro. Shout out to Luke. Holy Christ. Triple negotiate. Holy hell. All right, man. Dude's like, I fear nobody. That's definitely going to be like a multiple copies, you know, sort of thing for Luke. Obviously, Serenula is like the easy way out because she gets extra buffs, which is very nice. Shout out to Hugo getting extra draw. Oh, wait, that was another Haru, actually, because it was Renoa's being a draw support. Yeah, so again, don't even need the divines, man. All you need is this. And you need a draw too, which is what what's her name is? Renoa. Yeah, triple velocity is sick too. The double charge energy is dope here as well, because that's like a huge spike. But again, as long as you can line up the anchor shot, you're feeling pretty good. 3 anchor pointers is definitely more than enough. Like, your Haru is only 20, 40, 60, 80... 80 points? Yeah. Your Haru deck that clears the left side is only 80 points. Anything beyond that is just good to have. Which is crazy to think about. Oh, they don't even have... Wait, am I still in Masters? Oh, damn. They literally just have the copy one, and they were doing enough. Ah, okay, okay, yeah, okay. They got some extra damage there, I see it. I don't really think you need the AP, though. Yeah. So anyways, copy anchor shot goes the distance, is what we're learning. They might have, like, multiple copies of her as well. But yeah, so it's a fun... Oh, that was the first one. That was the second one, wasn't it? Did I click on the wrong one? Oh, that was the AP one. So yeah, again, left side is always fun. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Obviously, once you get to the right side, it's all about just like, hey, what are you looping for? Here's your extreme. Here's your fighting spirits. Yada, yada, right? And then just praying to God that you crit when you're using your fully damage stacked extreme. Cool profile cards. So I like that people are actually customizing these and having more fun with it. So kudos to people for... Oh, wow. Actually, how'd they build their Cassius? That is an interesting one. Yeah, AP Serennial makes sense, though, then. So you can just always Joker for what you want for cycling. Wait, what is their draw, though? Oh, just hoping to kill everything in a turn with Ebony? Yeah. Anyways, the moral of the story here is have fun with it, right? Obviously, the right side is going to be very limited into 9 Typhera or Leia because that's just, you know, how the boss encounters go. It is what it is. But the left side is where you can at least have some fun with it. There's been actually quite a bit more diversity this time around, too, compared to previous seasons, which is nice to see. Again, Serennial obviously being just a staple a lot of people can go to because they probably had it for pulling on the limited banner. But otherwise, a lot more flexibility. And then the right side just always being what the right side is, unfortunately. That said, as I mentioned, things do have to end a little early tonight just because I have to drive into the office tomorrow, so I have to be up in like 7 hours. Is Sue online? Sue is not online. Nope, no one else. Yeah, again, I think overall, as much as I complain about the RNG side of things, there's at least more build diversity in the right side than what we've seen in previous seasons. But that might also just be because it's early still and there's a lot of RNG elements for when you get that crit or not for that key attack that's going to line up for that one big turn and get some good numbers. But we'll see how it goes. So, hey, unfortunately, the nightmare is ongoing. We still got to go and do some more work with Haru in the near future. So again, Haru until we get a build that works for clearing the first half. Then we're going to try to work on Yuki. And we also have some, I might work on some shorts between now and then, depending on how the one that I just put up goes and all that stuff. But obviously a lot more to look forward to in the near future. Next week is the 1.1 update for Enfield. So we will be taking a short break and streaming in a lot of Enfield to go through the story, check out the new characters, all that good stuff. I'll probably do a character guide for it. And then the following week, we're going to be right back with the final banner of Season 2 for Chaos Zero Nightmare and see where things land. So if you haven't already, and if you don't want to miss future Chaos Zero Nightmare streams, make sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube or follow us on Twitch. But that is going to do it for tonight's stream. So where did my water go? Actually, just realized I think I left my water in the other room, so I can't even say stay hydrated because I have to go get mine. So I'll cheers you off with the Mountain Dew tonight. But stay safe, my friends. Stay hydrated, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.